Okay, so here we're going to have a look at, should I repair or replace my pump? This is a pump off a solar, so it's just a little guy. And one of the main things to look at when you're subbing off, I mean, obviously the age. Pumps are so cheap now. I've been in the pool industry for over 20 years, and we used to repair a lot more pumps, and pumps were a lot more expensive. But now that they're a lot more inexpensive, it's more often that we replace them. So if you've got a pump and you're not too sure whether to repair it or replace it, I've got a few things for you to look at so you can suss it out. I mean, the lint pot on this is still okay. It's not cracked or hazy or anything like that. The threads still turn okay. The basket's still in good condition. Again, if that was all crazy, just about gone or sun damaged, this has been in a shed here, so it doesn't have any sun on it, then you would look at replacing it. Now, you've got some motors, this is what they call a shot cast aluminium. It's a really inexpensive way to make a motor housing, but it's really bad around water, and most pools these days are salt water, so it's really bad around salt because they just corrode. And in these, you've got the lint basket here, the water comes in through the lint basket, your impeller spins around in here, and here's the motor which is turning the impeller. Now between the wet part of the pump here and the motor, there's what they call a mechanical seal, and they fail over time. And when you've got a pump made out of something that can't have any water, what happens is that they just corrode really, really bad. If you have a look under here, that has just turned to absolute pulp. Get something to give it a poke. That's metal, or it's supposed to be. That's the aluminium, and it's because it's salt water in this pool, it's just turned the foot of the pump to absolute pulp. And as a matter of fact, on the other side, there's the foot of the pump there. It's just absolutely destroyed it. So the corrosion down here is really bad, and along here. Now what's going to happen where that actually seal seats will be corroded as well. So if you've got that sort of corrosion, you tip your motor upside down and have a look, whether it's steel or whatever. If you've got a heap of corrosion around the back, normally it's best to replace it. Replacing the mechanical seal is not going to last. It's not going to stay sealed in the housing. So there's a really, really big thing to check. A lot of the times with the pump, it can actually just be the capacitor. This is the capacitor cover here, and we just, with these Davies, you can actually just give it a kick, and that back cover comes off, and then you can get in to the capacitor in there. And if it's just buzzing and not starting, there certainly are the case that sometimes it will just be the capacitor. You can change the capacitor out, and as long as you get it exactly the same size and settings and something that will fit in under the cover, and you might get a lot of extra years out. But if the whole thing's cactus, then it's probably not worth your time. And corrosion is a big thing to look for.